$1 million in play. XRP special, all in with Virgin Galactic, all in with XRP and SpaceX and Coca-Cola. $500,000 into Coca-Cola and $500,000 into SpaceX. Ready for a big night to catch the futures open, and in exactly 1 hour and 55 minutes from now, we have the actual open of the overnight market, and we can cover it live. Are you ready for a big night indeed in front of the TV? Sit back and relax. We've got $1 million in play. This is just my brokerage position, plus the Roth, plus the ISA, and the Robinhood UK, all on air for you tonight. Congratulations to Spain, who just won the World Cup. Commiserations to Argentina. What a shame they spent half the match cheating, so justice was served. Let's move on with our show tonight. We got a big XRP special directly from our newsletter. We're going to be covering all the facts, all the numbers, getting ready for the Clarity Act. Is it coming this week? It could be. Lumens thinks it's going to be this week. I've got all the facts, I've got all the numbers, and we are here ready to go. $500,000 in SpaceX with a flight scheduled, a launch scheduled for Monday. 24 hours from now, exactly, we could have SpaceX in the air and the stock up 25%. Coca-Cola on Friday had a big scare, a ransomware issue. That's partly sorted. That could go up 7 o'clock tonight in 1 hour and 50 minutes. $500,000 in that. It's a big night. We're covering everything from Bitcoin to XRP special, a deep dive on XRP, Coca-Cola, Virgin Galactic, and SpaceX. Get ready for a big night. Tap the like button. Has everyone done that? All the facts coming your way right now. Have you considered subscribing? Let's get ready for the big show. It's going to be a big night. Let's get straight into it right after this. If you are watching later, you can skip through all of this. The rest of you, put the kettle on, tap the like button, and buckle yourself up for a massive, explosive $100,000 day tomorrow, if all goes well. If it goes the other way, of course, I'll be down 100 grand and I could get margin called. Am I going to get margin called? You know the answer to that. Let's get ready. It's showtime.
Aaron Cordon 5,488 gifted Eagle X 400 jewels. Eagle.
Firstly, an XRP deep dive as we prepare for the Clarity Act vote. We'll be covering it live, could be as early in the next few days. We have all the information that you need to prepare for a deep dive XRP event coming up for you right now. We also have SpaceX, Virgin Galactic and Coca-Cola. $500,000 in play. So let's start off with our deep dive on XRP. Tap the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Are you ready for a major event tonight? So this week in XRP, what is the big news? What's the big story? Let's get straight into it. Here we go. So XRP spent the week pinned near $1.09, ranging between 105 and 112. It got quite tight this week. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and make that a little bit clearer for you. There we go. And while the wider market bled about 4%, and yet the chart quietly did something it has not managed in a year. It closed above the bear market trend line. Around that move, Washington's biggest crypto bill slipped again. Ripple confirmed its payment software can speak the banking network's language. The XRP ledger crossed 8 million funded accounts, and a misread DTCC document convinced half of X that $5 had been confirmed. Lots of nonsense, lots of rah-rah, but things are moving and we are very excited. I've got a big position in XRP. In fact, it's my second biggest position on crypto. Of course, my biggest position is 500,000 in Coca-Cola and 500,000 in SpaceX, $500,000 in each. And we'll be covering that tonight in an hour and 45 minutes. We'll see if my bet pays off or will I get margin called live on the show. Well, we'll see. It's possible. Anything's possible. So 4 stories carried the week. Here is what happened. What actually matters for XRP and the noise. We're going to break it all down for you right now and go deep dive into XRP. This is from our very own newsletter. We have our newsletter pinned to the top of the chat. It's also below in the description of the video. If you want to get hold of it, you can with a 25% discount. Our Discordians, you all know, you get the best deals as well. All right. So let's get straight into an XRP deep dive. The consensus. The Clarity Act slips again as the merged Senate text misses its window and a Trump meeting with Senate Republicans fails to settle the ethics fight. The XRP ledger passes 8 million funded accounts and Ripple confirms its payment software supports Swift messaging with a catch worth understanding. XRP enters DTCC's collateral rulebook, where a $5 threshold decides how usable it is as institutional collateral. It is plumbing, not a price call. All across social media, people were calling, this is it, guys, we're going to go to $5. We're going to debunk all the nonsense tonight, all the facts, and give you the actual numbers. The XRP ETF streak breaks, then bounces back with July's biggest single-day inflow as cumulative demand nears 1.49 billion. Now, if you are able to read our newsletter tonight, you can actually look at the numbers in Zoom in. Let me share with you the numbers. This is our numbers of the week. As you can see, we've got XRP $1.09 down. We got from an all-time high down 70%. I'm breaking down all the numbers here for you. Use the newsletter. I'm not covering the numbers on this special event tonight. It's a lot of information to share with you in such small print. Go into the newsletter and we've given you all these numbers and so on and so forth. All right? Has everybody got that? Okay, let's carry on. So they're all the numbers that you need. Anyway, let's talk about what those numbers mean on the chart. XRP is above the bear market trend line. Now it needs the momentum. XRP is officially above its 1-year bear market trend line. That white downward sloping line has capped every rally since the top, and price is now sitting on the other side of it, which is, in theory, a breakout, a technical breakout. Very, very exciting time for XRP. What it needs now is momentum, and momentum could come today. It could come today not because of the Clarity Act, because of SpaceX, and let me explain why. Elon Musk did not want the company to go public. For many, many years, he kept it away from the public because the public vote on macro conditions, events. If a launch goes off, the stock goes up. If a launch goes bad, it goes down. He understands that. However, it is now the biggest IPO, one of the biggest companies in the world. So when it moves, and it will move violently up and violently down. We've seen SpaceX drop 50% now from the top, which is why I've loaded up $500,000 on it. I'll share that with you after we finish our XRP. But if we have a positive launch tonight, risk on assets become in favor. And with what's coming up this week, potentially, for the Clarity Act, this can drive crypto up. If we see a positive outcome on the launch, in 24 hours from now from SpaceX and the market rallies on SpaceX, you could see all risk on assets go up. And of course, crypto XRP would lead that. That's why I'm all in, but I have my rotation trade with Coca-Cola. Should one rise, one will fall, and I can bounce across the two. That's how I've grown my portfolio from $5,000 to now being able to invest $1 million in this momentum trade. Okay, so we are on the edge of a breakout. What it needs now is momentum, and momentum can come from the Clarity Act. It can come from SpaceX. All right. Okay. So we're looking for that. And the tool I am watching for, that is my own Sensei's trigger alert indicator on the daily. Now, Sensei has his very own trading indicators. We share them inside Discord, inside the newsletter. They are free addition to the newsletter. If you'd like it, I've dropped you the link in the chat for the newsletter. You can also get it through where's my little button gone? I'm missing something. That looks a bit weird. What on earth has happened here? Let me try that again. There we go. Sorry about that. There's the newsletter link in the chat, and you can get 25% off. All right. Anyway, the last time it flashed red bearish triangle, XRP dropped 30% from that signal. It is still reading It is still reading bearish today, but we could be on the verge of it flipping bullish, and that flip could arrive any day now. And if it does, that is the kind of momentum that could carry XRP toward the horizontal level, sitting just above $1.31. Now then, my Electrum members and my Discordians know all the trades we've got lined up. They know exactly where I'm buying. They know exactly where I'm selling inside Discord. If you want to join us, you will know all the trades. We had a major event the other night. We all got together and we took a major move in one of our favorite assets. We took a lot of money from it and we bought heavily into Coca-Cola. And we've got another major move being planned tomorrow morning as well for the main stage event of the week, when everyone is invited to our stage event. Got some big plans for Coca-Cola, crypto, and SpaceX. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern on our Discord server for all our Discordians. So let's go into the next part of this. The $1.30 test and what I would do there, what Sensei would do there. Above us sits the momentum band, my bear market resistant band, currently running from roughly $1.29 to $1.33. While XRP trades below that band, this is still a bear market. So the $1.30 area is where the real test lives. If we get there, my plan is to sell part of the position I opened around $1 as a short-term trade. Now, I'm not going to tell you what my trades are. My Discordians and my Electrum members know. I originally bought XRP at 38 cents. I sold it near the high. I waited to buy it back, and I've just started to buy it just a couple of weeks ago. Started with $10. I've now got $35,000 in my crypto bag, and I'm up on all of it. I'll share with you those positions shortly when I've gone through the whole XRP deep dive. So the question at 130 is simple. Is this another lower high inside the downtrend, or is the momentum genuinely shifting? The Clarity Act could be that thing that decides it. Now, I also have added my own thoughts to this. I think one of the biggest catalysts is, in fact, SpaceX, because of the way the market works. I think if we get a big rally, if we get a big result tomorrow night, 24 hours from now, exactly now, tomorrow night, Monday night, July 20th, if we have a nice result from SpaceX, it'll be risk on, and SpaceX will go up, people will take profit, and then they'll of course be buying assets like crypto, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, which I'm in all of those assets. So this is a very exciting time, not just the Clarity Act, but also the way people will trade SpaceX. The Clarity Act could be the thing that decides it. The market is not pricing in a favorable outcome this summer, so if the vote goes the other way, that surprise could be exactly the momentum that pushes XRP through the band. And in that scenario, I might not sell at all. Now, I will tell you, me and Sensei have a different approach here. I will be taking some profit, and my members on Discord and Electra members know exactly where I'll be taking profits, because I use lots. If you don't have access to lots, you can do FIFO to write down your trades. I sell my top lots for washes, don't make any profit at all. That's not the aim. The aim is to buy more and more of what I want at lower and low prices, thereby always getting the bottom. Remember what I've always said. For me, it's not about selling the top. It's about buying the bottom. And that's what I do better than anything else. And that's why I've 3 and 4x the market 3 years in a row. And I've shared those numbers on the screen for everyone to see. And everybody who watches the show has fact checked and verified me over and over again. If I ask the audience now to say, is that true? You'd see the chat full of yeses over and over again. I ask the audience to fact check me all the time, and they do. So, Sensei might not sell, I certainly will. I am not here to join a fan club or chase it to $1 million. I'm here to consistently win and make sure I build positions at the bottom. So, most likely though, 130 prints as a lower high, whether the bill passes or not. And if the bill stalls, the downside map from previous newsletters and trading indicators could come back into play. Another bounce at $1 or a move toward the lower level we have already walked through, which you can go back and check. Now, I have said, and I agree with Sensei on this, we could see a 80 cents XRP. That's what I'm prepared for. So even though I am all in with my crypto, all in with my SpaceX and Coca-Cola, I do not take risks. You might say it's a risk going all, and I'm all in a margin as well. You might say that's rather a big risk. It's not. It's a calculated risk, and there's no sign of me getting margin call. But I do see that XRP could go to 80 cents. And if it does, I'll be able to buy it. So if you want to look at the chart, here it is. This is our XRP chart with our very own indicators. If you go into the newsletter, I'll give you the link again. There it is, 25% discount. All my Discordians, you get, of course, a great deal inside Discord. All right? There you go. Right, let's carry on with our story tonight. We got much more, plus SpaceX and Coca-Cola. So, levels I am watching, bearing in mind you've got the chart now in front of you. So go backwards and look at the chart as I talk about this. The broken bear market trend line, downward slope, now underneath price for the first time in a year. The trigger alert on the daily, still bearish, watching for the bullish flip that brings the momentum. $1.31, the horizontal level and first upside target if momentum arrives. 129 to 133, the momentum bands, the bear market resistance zone that defines the $1.30 test. The downside, if it fails, $1.04 first, then 93 cents, with the deeper levels from previous issues below that. The ripple effect. Now we're going to go, as we do every Sunday, we look at the ripple effect. What does this actually mean for the broader market? Let me bring this on the screen. Some lovely artwork here, by the way. Always love the artwork inside our newsletter. What is the ripple effect this Sunday? If you've just tuned in, please do tap the like button. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Please do. In fact, I'll do it from here. If you can tap the like button, that'd be great. And consider subscribing if you'd like to join us. Every Sunday, we have the XRP update, the special deep dive, the newsletter, all of that stuff. Sensei will be back tomorrow with a special event for all Discordians. You know, every week we do a Discord event for all our members and newsies from the newsletter where you can request charts. That will happen tomorrow, okay? I am covering the event tonight. So tomorrow, you're going to get an extra XRP event with your chart requests. So let's go straight now into the ripple effect, what this actually means. The Clarity Act slips again, and the vote is now a race against the recess. What exactly do we mean by that? Well, let me break it down for you, and we'll discuss it now. The merged Senate texts of the digital asset market, Clarity Act, missed its window again this week. The unified draft combining the banking and agricultural committee versions tipped last week to land in the coming days. Is now expected during the week of July 20th. After a meeting between President Trump and Senate Republicans failed to resolve the ethics provision tied to the president's crypto business interests. The week's only public action was a House Financial Services field hearing at Federal Hall in New York on the July 17, titled Building the Future of Finance. How the Clarity Act unlocks innovation. It was informational only. No Democrats attended, and it moved nothing legislatively. Nothing actually happened. Nothing changed. We covered it live on the show. It's a very, very interesting event, but nothing actually changed. So, is a vote expected, and is it this week? Probably not this week. The realistic sequence is the merged text landing in the week of 20th July.
Ideas gifted Uncle Alert X 440 jewels.
We've got a UNC alert. If you find the magic jewels of certain numbers, it reads them out and shows them on the screen. There you go. Some big jewels, you get your voice on the screen. I love it. It's a new feature, just started tonight. I'm so glad that someone just found it. It's going to be a lot of fun, that. Okay, a lot of surprises inside the jewels. So August at the earliest, and only if two things happen first. The ethics language gets settled, so the roughly 7 to 9 Democratic votes needed for the 60 vote threshold come into reach. And Majority Leader John Thune gives the bill floor time before the August recess. The most likely outcome is that this goes to the wire. Polymarket traders now put the odds of 2026 passage at about 32%, down from the 70s earlier in the summer, which means the market has moved from expecting the bill to doubting it. So this is a big stress on XRP at the moment. For XRP, the stakes are unchanged. The bill would write its commodity status into federal law rather than leave it resting on a court ruling. The two markers that matter now are the merged text actually appearing this coming week and any signal from Thune that it gets scheduled before the recess. It's all a bit of a race at the moment. All right. Next big story, the XRP ledger hits 8 million accounts and Ripple confirms it speaks Swift's language. An important one, this. Let's look at it again and let's break down this one. Big story, sharing all the big news from our vet for you around XRP and crypto from our very own award-winning newsletter. XRPL, 8 million accounts, looking very nice. Bigger than ever.
I can't believe this.
Oh, we got a new member. Fantastic.
@3 has become a member.
New member. Thank you very much indeed. I'll give you all your perks later on in the show. Bigger than ever. Used less than any point this year. Which line bends next? Let's break down this ripple effect. The XRP ledger hits 8 million accounts as Ripple confirms it speaks Swift's language. This is an important one. Let's break it down. Here we go. So, 2 milestones landed in the same week. The XRP ledger crossed 8 million activated accounts for the very first time in its 13-year history.
4KD gifted Uncle Alert X 440 jewels.
Clive Anderson.
Alert.
The UNC alert was activated. You found another one of the magic jewels. Fantastic. Congratulations. Then on July 16th, Ripple's... Oh, Spain... Gotta be. That was not one of the magic jewels, though, unfortunately. But there you go. 98, that's from Spain. Great choice. Then on 16th of July, Ripple's own documentation confirmed that Ripple Payment supports Swift format messaging, meaning its software can send and receive the same standardized messages built on the ISO 2022 standard, and the global bank network runs on it. So there you go. The Swift detail needs precision, but this is the same neighborhood as the rumor taken apart in last week's issue. Ripple software speaking Swift's message format is inoperability, and a bank using Ripple's payments can plug it into existing systems without converting message formats. It is not Swift adopting XRP, routing volume through the token, or integrating the XRPL, and no such deal exists with, whoops-a-daisy, with the gold coin. Not the gold coin. That's not one of the lucky coins, not one of the lucky jewels. So what it does mean is that Ripple stacks fit into bank infrastructures as it stands today, which lowers one real barrier for any institution that considers using it. The account milestone, the account milestone comes with its own asterisk. 8 million funded wallets is genuine reach, but daily activity tells a quieter story. Active accounts fell to about 25,350.
Gifted trophy cake X 1,000 jewels.
The trophy is out. Congratulations to Spain. The trophy is out. You found it. Well done, guys. There's a hidden one just there. So anyway, the lowest reading of 2026 and new wallet creation has slowed to roughly 2,300 a day since March.
Cheers X 1,000 jewels.
Cheers, Spain. Congratulations, Spain. The ledger is bigger than it has ever been while used less than any other point this year. And which of the two lines bends next is the number that decides that what the milestone was worth. A silver star. Well, not really. It's got to be a gold star, isn't it, to get on the shirt to be your next FIFA World Cup. Right, the next part of our big story is not a price target, an operational rule. DTCC's collateral rulebook and $5 in the line that matters. Is this the line that matters? A lot of people thought that was it. XRP, well, thank you for the flower, by the way, was going to $5. Well, what actually happened was something very different, and let's break it down for you tonight. All right, so the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC, the plumbing that clears and settles most of the US securities market, now spells out how XRP is treated as collateral. Under the National Securities Clearing Corporation, it's a UNC alert.
440 jewels. Alert.
XRP priced at $5 or below carries the haircut applied to illiquid assets, which can reach 100%. While above $5, it could qualify for a haircut.
Gifted Eagle X 400 jewels.
The eagle, the bald-headed eagle of the United States of America, for holding the World Cup, did a great job. Nobody liked the halftime show. Halftime shows are for Super Bowls. They do not belong in World Cups. Nobody wants it. Get rid of it. It's rubbish. Who wants to see Madonna running around in her pants? We want to get on with the football, right? Anyway, that's the general consensus around the world. Argentina does not get the magic ball. No, it doesn't. So, in plain terms, a haircut is the discount applied to an asset's value when it's pledged as collateral. And 100% haircut means it counts for nothing. With XRP near $1.09, an institution can technically hold it within DTCC's framework, but cannot use it efficiently as collateral. The real story is that XRP appears in the rulebook at all. Clearing houses do not write margin rules for assets they expect to say irrelevant. Oh, good try, everybody. Good try. The royal happy poop. The community read is different, and the $5 confirmed by DTCC post that tour around X this week got it backwards. The $5 figure is an operational threshold inside a margin table. The same kind of line DTCC draws for penny stocks, and it says nothing about where XRP's price is heading. This week's Debunked takes that claim apart in full. The thing actually worth watching is dollar, and more important, whether XRP's classification improves over time, because that is how institutional usefulness compounds. So the ETF streak finally broke. The bounce back was the interesting part. Now, what is this about? We've spoke about ETFs. I'm not really a fan of them anymore because I like to trade the momentum over the weekend, and you simply cannot do that with the ETFs. I like to be actively involved with the coins themselves. So let's break apart this story. The ETF streak finally broke. What is this all about? Another trophy.
Gifted trophy cake X 1000 jewels.
There it is.
Cake.
Trophy for Spain tonight. You've just uncovered one of the magic jewels. The 9-week inflow run has ended. US spot XRP exchange traded funds ETFs recorded about 7.18 million in net outflows across the week of 6 to 10 of July, their first negative week in roughly 2 months. The response came fast on 16th of July. The funds pulled in 6.78 million, the largest single day intake of the month, led by Bitwise with 4.41 million and Franklin with 2.38 million. And that arrived on the day the spot price was falling. Okay. I think we might have a special guest. No, I thought we might have had a special guest. Oh, yes, we do. A special guest on the show. Stand by.
At 4,541, Brian tipped £2 through Super Chat.
It's Brian. How are you, Brian? Lovely to see you here. Thank you for being part of our show tonight. So that's where we stand. Let's move on. The running totals now sit at roughly 1.49 billion in cumulative net inflows since the November launch, with net assets just under 1 billion and about 970.9 million XRP locked across the 7 products, which works out to be around 1.45% of XRP's market cap. Keep both halves of the picture. The streak breaking confirms that this is two-way money, not a ratchet, and the pool remains small next to Bitcoin's ETF complex, not buying the largest daily amount of the month into a falling price. In a market stuck in extreme fear, the opposite of what flighty money does. The thing to track from here is whether the weekly numbers stabilize back into inflows while the price stays flat, because steady accumulation through a dead market is the kind of base that only becomes visible when sentiment turns. So we've got a few posts here that was seen on X, some of it true and some of it not. We're going to debunk a little bit. This was from David Joel Katz Schwartz. He said, the United States has the First Amendment. Oh, we got a special guest. Here he is. Let's read this.
At Diesel_Ada tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Thank you for informing us on a Sunday, sir. Saluting face emoji.
You're very welcome. It's important to be here when the market's open in an hour and 15 minutes. I've got $1 million on the line. I could be up 100 grand today or down 100 grand. Which way is it going to go? You can't afford to miss it, can you? Anyway, so this on X this post is very interesting. Brad Garlinghouse was tagged in this. The United States has the First Amendment. If you want to restrict or can speech, you need to find some exemption it fits into. I don't think there is one here. See the cases I cited, including one involving liquor and one involving gambling. Let's get a thought on Sensei, did Sensei make of all of this? Well, step back and look at what the argument is actually about. XRP is now visible enough in mainstream American sport that people are debating whether the government should be allowed to restrict its advertising. And Ripple CTO Emeritus, I beg your pardon, is answering with Supreme Court citations about liquor and casino ads rather than price talk. Schwartz's point is narrow and strong. Truthful ads for a lawful product are protected speech. The fight over whether crypto belongs on a college jersey has quietly become a fight about the First Amendment, and that is a level of cultural arrival XRP did not have a year ago. All right, I'm going to show you some debunked pieces here. That's utter nonsense we want to share with you. So this is from Crypto Dill News. XRP $5 price confirmed today by DTCC. This is why we shared this with you in our story. This is what he wrote just to get views and clicks, and I'm sure it did very, very well. In fact, it got 13,000 views and 123 likes and 44 reposts. What did he say? Well, he said this. Complete nonsense, by the way, but they don't care. The DTCC officially rolled out the initial production launch of 24/5 tokenization of real-world assets, full rollout in October 2026. PTCC plans to facilitate the initial limited production trade of real-world assets tokenized. The chain racing around X, the claim racing around X this week says the DTCC has confirmed a $5 price for XRP. Incorrect. Utter nonsense. It has done nothing of the kind. The $5 in question sits in the National Securities Clearing Corporation's risk margin guidance, where it works as collateral threshold. Any asset priced at $5 or below is treated as illiquid and can carry a haircut of up to 100%, while assets above $5 may qualify for better treatment. It is the same line DTCC draws for lower price stocks. A clearinghouse does not issue price targets, and no DTCC document predicts, confirms, or implies a $5 XRP. But it doesn't stop those sharing it on social media as if it's been confirmed. It's rubbish, and we're debunking it tonight. There is a slither of substance underneath. XRP genuinely does appear in DTCC's collateral framework. It does, which is a real piece of institutional plumbing. That's great news. And the widely shared XRP haircut and classification page came from the DTCC Learning Center's AI-generated search summaries, rather than a formal policy release. What is confirmed, DTCC's margin rules reference XRP, and $5 is the threshold where its collateral treatment would improve. What is not any DTCC's price prediction, endorsement, or $5 confirmation. The gap between those two things is the whole story. So there you go. Now we have another special guest.
At Jerry 3055 tipped $4.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you very much indeed, Jerry. You can leave a comment, of course. Love to hear from you. Please do. Would love you to share your thoughts. Right, let's get into our trades tonight. We've got $1 million on the line. If I go into my stocks and ETFs, 676,000 plus the Roth IRA and the ISA. Just over $1 million tonight in play. $500,000 on SpaceX. Expecting a nice bounce tonight, and we have lots of trade setups. All of that will be shared, and it is always shared every trading day, twice a day, in fact 24 hours a day, to my Discordians and Electra members. So let me share with you my full positions and where we are tonight. Well, we're up $1,100, a nice little start for the evening. Not too bad at all. The futures is bouncing around a little bit, but let's have a look where we are. Let's start with XRP. XRP, my position is down 0.15. Pretty good. I started back at $10 just a few weeks ago. We've now got into crypto from nothing at all really to $32,000. And we're starting to climb again up on the week, the month, the 3 months, starting to build our position again. Very nice indeed. Now, I'll tell you my strategy. As you can see here, I've got XRP makes up $11,000 of XRP, and my average is $1.10. Very, very nice indeed. Used to be 38 cents. We sold at the top. We're doing it all over again. Bitcoin, my position in Bitcoin, I'm up on Bitcoin and I've got 9,790 and I've got an average of $62,000. Remember, we use lots here. We use tax harvesting. We use all the tools of the trade to be able to win. Solana is a new one for me this year. I've got $8,900. I'm staking all of it with an average of 77.42 and I'm staking all of it, earning the 4%. Now, you can earn more money elsewhere than on Robinhood, but I like to do it with that amount because you can see it here. It's all transparent in one place. If I've got money all over the place, it makes tracking my success or failure impossible, and it wouldn't be the open and transparent show that it is today if we were all over the place. Ethereum, that's my smallest crypto position, 2,930, and my average is 1,701, and we're up nearly 10% on that, and that's all staked as well. Okay, moving on now to our stock positions. I've got nothing in short-term treasuries because I'm too active and too involved in and out of the stocks at the moment. Nothing in the S&P. That's absolutely rubbish. If we look at the S&P this year, I sold it at the top, warned you don't sit there like a lemming and hold it, would be absolutely pointless. If you look at the year-to-date on the S&P 500 is 8.26. You're told by the government it's the best ever year, everything's amazing. It's below average, nothing special about it. If you look at my position on my stocks and ETFs on the year, I'm actually up, and despite me being heavily in an asset which is down 25 grand, I'm still beating the market by nearly double. I'm at 13% on the market, despite the fact that I bought an asset on the way down, which is what I always do. I don't buy assets on the way up. I look for stocks that are sold off. And of course, that's much harder to do. That's called investing. And I bought Coca-Cola when it went down on Friday due to the ransomware. And I bought SpaceX on Friday due to the launch failure. Exactly what I wanted. So I went in and I started to buy more and more, used all my money. I then took a massive trade on one of our assets. I'm only going to share that inside Discord and YouTube Electrum. Took a lot of money, made a lot of profit on it, like 10% profit, and I bought SpaceX. I turned on margin, and now I'm all in. All margins in, all cash is in, all outside borrowing in, and we bought very, very heavily into SpaceX and Coca-Cola, alongside most of the main banks in America, most of the hedge funds, Cathy Wood, they've all paid 150, 160. My average on SpaceX is a lot lower, so I've done better than all the institutions, bought a lot lower, and I can't wait to buy some more tonight if it goes down even lower. So let's come on to those positions now. We're out of the S&P, no point being there. Coca-Cola, we've made over 120 grand this year from Coca-Cola, and we had a ransomware attack on Friday. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody freaked out. It has no effect on their business whatsoever, but it went down 5%. We're going to $90. I've got a new price target now of 96. We've gone up. So very, very bullish on Coca-Cola going down. Of course, I bought it. And just here on my main account, I've got $316,000. Take into account my Roth IRA, my ISA, I've got way over $500,000 all in on Coca-Cola. A very defensive position. We might be in for the next round of dividends. And if we are, it's a few $1,000s now in dividends. So that's nice if we stay another couple of months. We'll see what happens. I doubt it though. Then we've got SpaceX. Now this is new. Everybody got into the IPO, took it all the way to 200. We told you the price target was 200. It went to 229. I waited, I started buying more. We're now at 124. My average is 132, exactly where I want to be, below the IPO price. Now, as you can see, because I've used margin and I've doubled my position and tripled and quadrupled, I've got 359,000 just in here, plus my Roth IRA, $500,000 in SpaceX. We're down $25,000. Now, you might say, well, that's not very good. That's fine, absolutely fine. When you have a portfolio of nearly $1 million, you can be up 200 grand in a day, down 200 grand in a day, especially if you've doubled that position with margin. That can happen. No big deal. Warren Buffett is often asked, what does it feel like to be down $100 million in a day? And he doesn't even answer it because he's not down. The stock is trading for less, but he's not down. I'm not down. I've bought on the way down. Happy to buy on the way down. If it drops further in 1 hour from now, I'll double again. I'll buy even more. I'll always keep buying when the asset I want is going down. There's no fear here. There's no hedging. There's no buying gold. There's no stop losses. None of that stuff. I just buy. I don't want to be sold out when it goes down. I want to double and double and double. And then when we get a pop, which we will, I expect we will tomorrow night, unless the rocket blows up. And if we do, of course, then my top lots will be sold, my margin will be cleared, and I'll be up $100,000. That's what we're expecting tomorrow. It might go that way. It might not. We'll wait and see. But amongst with the SpaceX and Coca-Cola added, the chances are much higher of going up than going down. I've already got updates from Coca-Cola directly that the ransomware is partly resolved and it's not going to affect the bottom line. So if that gets released publicly tomorrow, we could have a 5% bounce on Coca-Cola. And the fact that other assets, if we look at the futures, the futures is slightly down. That means we'll be up on Coca-Cola just on that basis alone. So could be 100 grand day in the morning. Join me for the event. So there you go. There is your update today on all our positions. That's where we stand. We're now going to go over to live Q&A. We're not going to be here for the open. I will be posting live on Electrum and Discord, because if I've got some trades, if in 1 hour from now, because we can trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. If you want to join me, there's Robinhood USA in the chat. There's Robinhood UK in the chat. You can join me. And is that going to come through or not? Are we going to get that coming through or not? Let's have a quick look. I don't know if it's coming through. It's gone through to the other channel. All right, the vertical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it you manually in the chat here. This is the Robinhood USA and Robinhood UK. If you want to get free shares, you can. So here's Robinhood UK. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I refuse sponsorship. I don't take it. We just make money by investing and winning. So there is Robinhood UK. Here is Robinhood USA. Let me give it to you in the chat. There you go. There was a few more jewels that nobody found. Some special ones, some special effects. Some of you didn't find, but there you go. So there is Robinhood USA. If you want my X and Instagram, I shall give that to you. Here is my Instagram. We have behind the scenes content from my subscribers on Instagram. We also have our X as well. Let me give that to you. I'm doing it manually tonight because it's for some reason not coming through on the auto systems. So there you go. Now, of course, we'll be hearing from Vaz tomorrow morning. Before I go live, Vaz is there in Farnborough, the biggest air show in the world. Our roving reporter is on location. He's reporting live. He's been invited as press, media. We're not there as YouTubers or anything ridiculous like that. We've built relationships with the CEOs and the companies, and he's been invited to be there with the company directly. He's there for the whole week, press. It's not public. You can't go until Friday, but we've got special invitation by the press alongside BBC, Sky News, CNBC, all those people. We are there on the ground interviewing, revealing the secrets as they are introduced to the world. So Could be a big bounce for EVTOLs this week when Vaz brings you information that has never been seen before. World exclusive all the way through. Interviews from CEOs and all the rest of it. Congratulations to Vaz, who's pulled that off. It's absolutely incredible. All right. So anyway, let's look at our 1 year. We're absolutely crushing it. We've beaten the market again this year. 2x, even though we're down 25 grand, we're still 2x in the market. So let's get ready for a big open. What we're going to do now is live Q&A. So let's go through. We're going to go to members only so we can answer all members' questions. Let me switch over to members only for a second. So if you've made a comment, a question, something you'd like to know, something you'd like to ask, if you would like to repeat it now, we are in members only mode in 3, 2, 1. We are members only mode now. So if you'd like to make a comment now, I will read it out on the screen, answer your question, and everybody, no one gets left behind and everyone gets their voice answered. Now, you may have seen on social media, we've just won the award again from YouTube for best value memberships, 5 years in a row. Not only do we have the 100,000 plaque, as you know, we also have the verification tick from YouTube, which claims from YouTube we are genuine and authentic. This is a rare thing in the investor space. There you go. There is our verification tick from YouTube. We have that. That's very nice indeed. See that there?
I can't believe this.
Oh, another new member. Thank you.
Travis Kuma 79 has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. We've got nearly 2,000 members now. 98% of our live viewers are members. There is the verification tick, genuine and authentic. We now have another award for best value memberships. 5 years in a row. Now, you may have seen the post. I shared it everywhere. I'm very proud of this. We have made the commitment to you. Did you see the post? I shared this with you. Best value on YouTube again, 5 years in a row. We did it again. Promise made, promise kept. Another year goes by, 5 now. We've won it every single year. YouTube recommends that we increase our membership prices. Again, I said no. YouTube recommended it. We again win best value on YouTube. See true value pictures below for bronze and electrum. All the memberships are the same. We've won on all the memberships. I just wanted to show you this so you could see for yourself. Here, 5 years in a row, no change. Look at that. There's the image. How do I get to it? Maybe later. There you go. Right. No change to bronze. No change to silver. No change to electrum. No change to gold. No change to sponsor. And no change to platinum investor. We have now 2 whales. $500 a month. 2 whales get exclusive live video content, live streams, videos made for them. We have 2 whales now who watch the show. And for 5 years, there's been no price increase. I made the commitment to bring value to my members, and we've done it again, 5 years in a row. And I'll show you what YouTube sent us. They sent me this, and they said, can I get out of there? There you go. So they recommended. The current price of bronze is $2.99. They recommended that we switch to $5.99. That was their recommendation to us, and I said no. And we polled our audience. We could get it. I could double my income. I currently earn 100 grand a year on YouTube, and the main part of it is memberships and super chats. I could earn 200 grand a year. So I've declined it, returned it to you as you are supporting the channel. So I say no. So I turned that down. And there was another one. Electrum is even better. The value that we provide on Electrum, we charged $9.99, and YouTube suggested $19.99. For all the analytics, all the numbers, all the polls, people said they would pay more. We could get $20 for that membership. We again said no. We're returning our money to our viewers as we want to, again, 6 years in a row, win best value on YouTube. They keep telling us that we should put the price up, and we keep saying no, and we keep being given the award of best value memberships. To us, that matters a lot more of being number one, being the best, being the consistent, winning the awards. It's what it's all about, right? So there you go. That's what we do, and we've done it again. So for those of you that have just become a member, Travis Comer has just become a member on the show. I want to thank you very much for that. What do you get as a member? Well, our memberships, as you can see, for those who join, never go up in price, no inflation, so they get less expensive every year. We provide more value than any other channel on YouTube. We've won the award 5 years in a row. You get a bronze level is the basic level. It's already worth double that, but we don't do it, as you can just see there a moment ago. We provide members-only videos, members-only live streams. All our CEO interviews where we speak directly with the CEOs, they're all members-only, so you miss out all those live streams. After 2 or 3 shows a week now, it's getting more and more because we've got so many members. We've nearly got more members now, watchers than don't. We are doing more members-only events. So at the end of the normal show, we go to members-only so we can reveal more sensitive information, exclusive content, which you don't get on the general public shows. You can message the channel. You can comment to a video, and I reply to all those videos. Once this live stream becomes a video, it processes. If you comment to it, I reply to every single one personally of my members. No AI, no bots, no secretary, nobody else, just me replying to your questions and comments. Everybody gets that. I'm working 12, 15-hour days, even on a Sunday night, to bring you all of this live interaction and support. I've dedicated my life to becoming the first 1 billion channel in the world. It will take another 13 years to get there, but we'll get there. We'll be 1 million by the end of next year. That's what we're aiming for. And there's no reason why we won't succeed in that. Anyway, so that's what you get. Plus, as a member, you can call into the show. You get discounts in the shop. You get exclusive invitations. The list goes on and on. If you are an Electrum member, you'll get all of my trades twice, all of my trades 24 hours a day. So you'll know what I'm buying, selling before I buy it and sell it. And with that, it's a lot of very sensitive information. You'll get priority responses over bronze, silver, of course. You can also call into the show, be live on the show. You can request your very own earnings calls. It's earnings season starting in the morning. We've already got Hasbro booked and MP Materials booked. If you are a member for a $10 super chat, you can book your earnings call. You can have stock analysis. And if you're an Electrum member, there are 2 members Electrum events a week where we play Spin the Wheel, and 1 or 2 of you on the live show, this is Spin the Wheel, 1 or 2 of you on the show will get a free stock analysis. You won't have to pay $10. You'll get it for free as a thank you to being an Electrum member. Now, if you're a gold member, it gets even more value. YouTube wanted to triple the price of gold for an extra $8 a month over Electrum, or was it $9? Sorry. You will get 1 hour a month with me, private video call. I had one this morning. In fact, I had 2 this weekend, and you can arrange it on a live show, so you're not emailing or how does it work. You talk to me on the live show and say, can I have a call with you? And I'll go, yeah, here's the link. I'll put it in my calendar and I'll schedule it right here, right now. And you can have a private video one-on-one call with me every month. And my time is worth between $700 and $800 an hour. That's what I earn in an hour. And I give it to you for about $9. It's what I do for my members. And if you want to sponsor the channel, we don't have corporate sponsorship. You can sponsor it for $99. And remember, that includes all of the other perks all the way below it as well. So you're paying just a bit extra for that. And you can sponsor your business. We can sponsor your YouTube channel, Electrum, your Instagram, charity, whatever it is. We turn down 50 grand offers all day, every day, and we will do it for you for $99 as a member. And talking of which, here is one of our sponsors. This is one of our members, one of our viewers, you. Not a corporate sponsor, one of you. This is Charlotte May Weddings. Don't buy anything, don't download anything. Just, if you would, click on their website. If you click on their website, they'll become the #1 wedding website in the world. They are a sponsor of our channel, and they are another new member. Thank you so much.
At High Energy Investments has become a member.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Celebrating 6 months, I see, actually. So yeah, if you click on the website now, all our members will do it because we all support each other. You don't buy anything, download anything, but if they're getting links all around, clicks all around the world, it stands to reason they'll rank up on Google, as the #1 wedding venue in the world. That's Charlotte May Weddings, and they've been a sponsor many, many times. So there you go. That's what happens when you sponsor the show. And if you're a big whale, you can be a platinum investor, and we have 2 of those now. It's $500, and you get your own live streams, your own videos, and we have 2 whales, and they remain anonymous. So there you go. There is the show. Right, let's go to live Q&A. I switched over to members only a few members ago, so let's do it now. When we are ready? Brian, I've got to be honest, mate. I have no idea what that means. Good day, Martin. Mark Freya. I have 3,200 today on the swing on XRP.
I can't believe this.
Up.
At Joe Sanders 755 has become a member.
An Electrum member. You get all the trades 24/7, and thank you very much indeed. And 2-stage events a week here on YouTube for free stock analysis on Spin the Wheel. This is all because of your strategies and methodologies. That was Mark Freya. Let me read that again. Good day, Martin. I have made 3,200 today on the swing on XRP. I did announce that we'd get a bounce on XRP on Friday. I said that we'd get it on the basis of SpaceX. I was right. I know many of you made a lot of money on that trade. Congratulations. But it wasn't me. You did it yourselves. You are the ones that follow the information. We have a great training course from Sensei. We have great indicators, trading indicators, which I use. We have information where I've not lost for 3.5 years. So I'm glad that you're winning too, and it's very kind of you to say so. This is all because of your strategies and methodologies. Thank you so much. Subwoofer. Me and the wife and daughter all drinking Diet Coke out of new glasses and wearing our shirts from the village. Oh my gosh. This is Subwoofer. He's been on the village, Martin's Village Market. He's bought glasses. He's bought shirts. Let me show you what we're talking about. If you are not yet into our village, we have a marketplace. Look at this, folks. You're going to love this. We got a new item that has 5 left, by the way. Only 5 left. Do you want to know what it is? There's the shop, martynlucasshop.com. All the links are below in the chat. Look at this. Brand new, just out 2 days ago, 5 left before it sells out. Martin's Village Market. Scroll down. We have the green candle chaser, black polished mug with the logo on. Look at this. Green candle chaser, high quality printing on a large mug. Look at the size of that big thing there, look. Is that not beautiful or what? Green candle chaser. We're all chasing green candles. Designed, of course, by Green Candle Chaser, who is now today joining our team. I'll tell you more about that later. There is the Green Candle Chaser from the front, and there's 5 left. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. With the logo, the United Kingdom, United States, because Leah, American, Martin, UK, with the microphone in the middle and the king of the microphone, because I'm from a royal country, on the top. That's what the logo stands for. There it is, large mug, or you can save some money and you can get the small mug if you would prefer the small mug. There it is. There it is. And while you're there, you could do all kinds of other things. There's a whole, you mentioned the glasses. This is the glasses. We've got our very own glasses. Look at that. How cool is that? Absolutely awesome. And they are etched as well with a signature. There it is. Laser etched onto the glass. There you go. Pretty cool, right? And if you look, that's what it looks like with a beer in it. Pretty nice indeed. Like that. There you go. There is our mug. So there's all sorts. Look at that on the table. That's what it looks like. Pretty good, right? That's how it arrives. These are collector's pieces. Look at that. Hope you like that. There you go. Very good. There's the etching on the back. There you go. And we've got loads of different things. We've got joke stuff. We've got the Bloody Idiot t-shirt. This was in honor of our trolls. We call them Bloody Idiots, so we now have a t-shirt for all the trolls. We love it, so thank you to them. We have a range of Bloody Idiot t-shirts, which everyone buys. They're very popular, they are. They sell out every time I bring a new range back. They come out. And what's really cool about our merchandise, it's all licensed products. Did you notice this in the back? We've got a very own logo into the manufacturing of the back. That means our products are licensed. We've got the washing instructions with our very own logos in the back. All our products are licensed. And there you go. All right, we have just 10 days to go before the 1st of August drop of the new t-shirt. All the names are fully booked. They've all sold out. There's all the names are on the back, ready to go. I think is it 60, 68 names? I can't remember now. 72, I can't remember now. Anyway, I've forgotten. Anyway, there you go. That's martynlucasshop.com if you'd like to get yourself any merchandise. Right, let's do some more comments and questions. I'm going to wrap this show up. Let me put the shop in there again. There you go. So let's read a little bit more. I missed a few comments. Let me scroll up a little bit. Here we go. So me and my wife and daughter all drinking Diet Coke out of our new glasses and wearing our shirts from the village. How about that? The whole family, kids, mum, dad, everyone. Big shout out to Subwoofer. If you give me your name, I'd love to call your kids' names out and the wife. Hello, and thank you very much. I hope that you're enjoying all the shirts and the glasses. How do you see space going tomorrow, Martyn? Well, as you know, we took a big position on this, and we are in full control of the stock. As you know, we've got 8 of the biggest retail investors in the world on Virgin Galactic. We made a big move the other day. We're not going to tell you exactly what we did because that was all shared inside Discord and Electrum. Very strategic positioning. We had a poll and a vote of what we should do, and we acted upon it. And we made a big move. And that's all I'm going to say here publicly. We don't want to be front run. That is for our private viewing only. Liz, hello, Martyn. So you get Coca-Cola up in 1 hour. I put a new order in, which will, of course, be up in the hope I can make a bit more profit. Well, we don't know. In 40 minutes from now, will Coca-Cola and SpaceX be up? I am betting big that it will be. And if it is, it's 100 grand potentially on the line. Are you all out of space? I'm not going to share with you publicly my private trade on this because we are strategically in the middle of a quiet period of my investors of what we're doing with the stock. We're not going to share it publicly here. We've got very strategic positions that is being shared privately in our Discordians and Electrum community. We're not giving it to the world. We're not telling the world when we're buying, when we're selling, but we are controlling the stock. But we are not telling you live on the show. Sorry, it's not being shared here. Electrum members and Discordians. We'll tell you when we've done it. The rest of us, we know what we're doing. And we are selling Coca-Cola and buying Virgin Galactic at the opening, mate. Are we? 4, 5, well, I can share with the audience that much. Yes, if we do have a big bounce of Coca-Cola and SpaceX, I don't think it'll happen on the bell. I think it'll happen leading up to the launch tomorrow night. We can make a massive move onto Virgin Galactic. Yes, I will say that much. Thoughts on odds? Thoughts on ONS? I have no idea what that is. Had some on Friday. Let me carry on. Thank you, Martin, to not increase the prices. Absolutely, Liz. I'm not going to tell everybody what we're going to do so they can share it on Reddit rooms and sit there and pump and dump it on each other. We make our decisions collectively on Discord. We share our trade. We discuss it. We have polls. We make decisions to protect our community. Our community always wins, and we are not telling the world what we're doing. What's the point of that? Just so we can get a few clicks on YouTube? No, we're here to invest and to win. Been with Martin a long time. You get honest, no guessing here. John Granfor, that's right. No guessing, no gambling, always winning. Thank you, John Granfor. John, I got your email. Thank you very much indeed. I read it. I don't respond to emails. It's I get thousands a day. I know you're a friend and I would love to do it, but I get thousands a day. But I did read through it about your lovely Brenda. I'm so glad things are a little bit better. I know you've been through a hard time, and I find it lovely that Brenda gets a little chuckle when I mention her name. So hello, Brenda. Hello, Brenda and John. But I'm glad she's sticking in there, and I know you're having a tough time. I did read it all through, and I just want you to know that I appreciated the email. I just don't get a chance to reply to emails. Okay, I have specific ways I communicate with people. I just can't do anything extra. Otherwise, I wouldn't get anything done, and I'm behind on everything as it is. But thank you very much for the email. Pro member here, Potato Family. Yes, John, Martin, did you get a chance to reach out? Didn't get a chance to reach out to you. I will in the next day or so. Didn't get a chance. Well, you did, John. You sent me an email. Travis Kuma, hi. When are you planning to get back into SPCE? I must have missed the sell. I didn't see it in the announcements on Discord. We had a live stage event and it was shared on Discord, YouTube Electrum. I'm not going to share the full position with you. I don't want to give it away to our shorters and trolls. It's for our members to always win. But all I'll say is we ended up buying $500,000 in Coca-Cola and SpaceX. And you can imagine what happens when that goes up, right? We'll be taking over Virgin Galactic. I must have missed the sell. So I'm already loving the content and appreciate everything you share. You're very welcome, Travis. We share it all to our members. Martin, what do you think about SPCE this week? I bought a bunch at $265 last week. Well, I'm sure it'll move on SpaceX, but again, we'll discuss that privately in Discord and YouTube Electrum later on. New members, I've explained all the memberships. Watch you for 12 months, never lost. You are the man. 454. That's very kind of you, Brian. Appreciate that. We've never lost. No, I know. It's been 3 incredible years. Martin, you are all out of space. I thought you was taking it to 100. Yes, we are taking it to 100. I'm not going to share publicly. No more questions, please. If you're not a Discordian, no more questions about Virgin Galactic. We are in a quiet period. We are taking over the stock, so we're not going to tell everybody here what we're doing so they can go and short or this or that, the other. We're just not discussing it anymore. I do use Sensei's indicators. I love them. Congratulations to you. 24-hour trading begins at 8 p.m. Eastern time, correct? That is correct. I'm on in half an hour from now. I'm going to be gone in 2 minutes. My wife is preparing a lovely meal for us, so I'm going to end the show in a second. Holding 4,000 shares of Ondas. Good luck to you. I am right into late. Nice, said Brian. What do you mean? I got no alert to sell space. Random clips, all shared on Discord and YouTube Electrum. And the moment we made a move, boom. Did you see that? We have full control over the stock. Hasbro, I think he said they opened a new theme park. Yes, Hasbro and MP Materials are booked in. How do you believe the Iran conflict will affect the market in a negative way? There's no deal done. I've said it over and over again. There was no alert. It was on Discord Live and it was in YouTube Electrum. Yes. Coca-Cola, I bought a bunch of space at 265. Right, good Coca-Cola, then sell, buy space. Correct? You told everyone here when you bought, though. I love you, bro, but that's lame. TJ Molden. Well, TJ Molden, with the greatest respect, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your private PA. I appreciate, I love you, bro, but that was lame. Look, your investment strategy is your investment strategy. I'm not here to publicly hold everyone's hand and tell everybody what to do. We provide 2-stage events a day. Okay? My trades are my trades. We discuss, we share, we vote, we poll. But remember, it's my money. It's your money. In fact, when I moved on certain assets, many of the members had already done it. They already read what we've been teaching for months. Macro conditions, it was obvious to buy SpaceX. It was obvious to buy Coca-Cola. And if you didn't move on that, it was on you. You know, I can give you the information. I can provide it all, as I do, more than anybody else on YouTube. But, you know, if you want to call me lame, that's up to you, of course. But I'm not here to tell, you know, you can't be down because you missed a trade that I made with my money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everyone that joined us on Discord knew. All of my Electra members knew. And in the end of the day, whether they knew or not, it's my money. And many of the investors already moved because of what we teach. And when I asked, what should we do? Half the audience said, I've already done it, Martyn. Can you believe that? I was the last person to actually move. And I felt kind of guilty, like I'm going to upset people. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much I care for people. And I ended up losing money. I could have made even more money. It was the right thing to do. You know, the success of this channel is I always win and share information. It's not your private, personal buy or sell the stock market. You know, I'm not your PA or secretary or anything like that. It's your money. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm here supporting people, giving information. You know, it was clearly obvious what we were going to do, and we did it together. And if you didn't see it or watch it, I'm sorry, but I feel, you know, a bit sad that you want to, you know, call me lame about that. But, you know, I don't remember signing a contract with anyone saying I'm your personal financial advisor. Anyway, looks like I need to join Discord. Well, all the trades are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have that choice. I also provide you 2-stage events where we trade live right in front of you. It's a couple of bucks. I mean, you know, we could charge $100. As you've seen from YouTube, that what I charge, they're telling me to increase it, and I don't. But because I'm here to help people. If people don't want to pay a couple of bucks to get one-on-one service worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, then that's on you. You know, I'm here to help, but I can't, you know, there's only so much I can do. There you go. TJ Molden came back. That's why I go through these moments. See?
TJ Molden tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. Giving you a hard time. Being cheeky.
You are being cheeky, and TJ Molden, I love you too. Now, for all those that are watching and trolls that will clip that and try to turn that as a negative, which is clearly a positive, the reason why I answer back at everything that's presented is because, particularly trolls, they'll watch the video for 3 seconds and they have no education, right? It's important for me to pick up every point and answer everyone because people miss things. And we've always been able to turn a negative into a positive by facing it, dealing with it, taking it on the chin, answering it. We're always live. We're always doing it in front of a live audience. So there you go. That's why I did that, TJ Molden, and thank you for the support. And it's lovely to have you. Have your understanding, but that's why I did it, so we know exactly where we stand. Of course you need why not in and choose pro, please. There you go. Why not? Exactly. Otherwise you miss again, says Liz. Absolutely. Yes, Discord, most info at a right good price, mate. It is. We could charge 10 times as much and get it. Your face keeps popping up in the SPCE comment section on Weeble. Yeah, I know. Lots of our members. Oh, someone tried to find one of the magic stars. That's not it, I'm afraid. We got lots of jewels tonight that have hidden messages, hidden surprises. We've had a few of them revealed tonight, but that wasn't one of them. Otherwise, you'd have heard it. Anyway, a lot of you are doing this now, and I want to thank you for it. A lot of you now are sharing our trades, our show, our information on Webull, TradingView, eToro, all kinds of brokerages, Trading 212. I want to thank all of you who are doing it. Over 100 of you are sharing the videos, the trades, the links into the brokerages. And please continue doing that, because I'm noticing it. And when I notice outstanding support, it will be rewarded. I'm seeing it all over the place. Lots I've seen it. And 1970 Buckley is testimony to that. She says, your face keeps popping up in the space comment section on Webull. LOL, get a kick out of it. I know, it's incredible. We're all over all the brokerages now. Our videos, our posts, we're on Google all over the place. And it's all because of the Lucasades, Discordians, Newsies, and Insta Lucasades from Instagram. They're sharing these videos into... I'm going to end now. Leah's call time. I did respect Leah, 6:30. I've got to go.
There. Gifted goat trophy.
You found one.
Jewels.
You found one.
Goat trophy.
Congratulations. All in on Coca-Cola. Hey, Martin, I saw the Hasbro earnings call is at 8:30 on the 21st. Yes, I'll be covering it. Lucas 8. I'm wrapping this up now, guys. 30 seconds. Let Martin cook. Just be happy at your table for a plate. Farmer, what a lovely thing to say, Farmer. Very kind. The true statement, Martin. You're very welcome. Facts, always. Always giving you the facts here. Right, Fafo. Absolutely. Faff around and find out. We brought a whole range out.
This.
At Chief Choker Hostesn has become a member.
Another new member.
Better to buy SPC now rather than later, cause I don't think it will get much lower.
Well, a major buy might be around the corner from SpaceX and Coca-Cola, and it did drop on our move. So you work that out for yourself. We'll share it when we do it, but you know what's coming. Right, I'm out of here. Thank you ever so much indeed, everybody. Been absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Oh, that nearly got a mention, but I'm afraid not. I want to give a big shout out to Leah to let me go live on Sunday. I don't normally do this. Sensei does the Sunday, but he's going to do it tomorrow with a special Discordian and Discordian Newsies event where you can have your very own trades. I'm out of here. I'm going to send you now to the extra channel and replay what you've just missed. Let me, special message. Let me drop this in. Here's the extra channel, live now on Extra. I will onboard everybody on Discord.
At John Granfer's 4,704 tipped $5 through Super Chat. Thanks, Martin. I found you looking for SPCE information. I'm still here. Give me a little time and I'll come rip-roaring back.
That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much indeed, John Granfor. And love to Brenda once again. Thank you for all the support. Guys, we're out of here. Have a wonderful evening. I'll be live on Discord in 25 minutes. Trading, it could be a big 100, maybe 200, a third of a million. I've got $1 million in play. And then, of course, we can move heavily into something else. I wonder what that might be. Have a wonderful evening. See you on the opening bell tomorrow. Vaz will be live before me, live from the biggest air show in the world, directly with the CEOs. Then me. Sensi's got a big special. Massive week ahead. Earnings season is here. If you remember, you can book for $10 a earnings call. Have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye for now.